Greetings and welcome to today's extraordinary connection. I am Pastor Devin and I'm glad to be bringing you this devotion from my office here at Romeo United Methodist Church. This week I was doing what is I'm sure just about everyone's favorite thing to do. I was moving all of my files, my pictures, my videos, all the other content I had from my old computer to my new one. Trying to make sure I had all the things backed up that I wanted, that I needed, trying to make sure I wouldn't lose anything in that switch from the old computer to the new one. And well, that itself could probably be a devotion or a sermon for another day on patience. Today, I actually wanted to talk to you about one of the pictures that I happened upon during that transfer. That picture right there. Now, at first glance, to most of you, it might not be anything significant, nothing of note. If you happen to be a member of the Lambertville United Methodist Church, you might recognize it as the gym there at LUMC. But what you're seeing, what you're looking at in that picture is the setup for a service that we held at LUMC from near the end of 2017 into 2018. It was a service we called the Sunday night gathering. It was a more informal service held, as you can see there, in the gym. It was designed to be a simple service with some songs, some singing that we did, some scripture shared, and a message shared. We held it Sunday evening. It was before our regularly scheduled youth group meetings. It was placed there hoping to encourage the youth and their parents to come to the service together and then for the youth to be able to stay for our youth group meeting. As you're looking at that picture, you may have noticed something that's displayed on the screen. You may have caught that it's there on the screen. It's showing 8 seconds. What's on that screen? That's the timer that was counting down the start of the service for that evening. 8. As I tell you this, you may also be noticing that room is set up, all the chairs are in place, but with 8 seconds to go before the service began, chairs are also all empty. Looking back at my notes, Sunday night gathering only lasted about another month or so after this service, after I took this picture that evening. After a strong start, the interest and the attendance had diminished. They decreased to a point that we just decided it no longer made sense to hold that service. I have to be honest with you, it hurt. It was hard to make that decision to cancel the service. Hard because there were the faithful few who had come almost every week, who had been there from the start. But if I'm being honest, it was also hard because I felt like a bit of a failure. It had been my vision, it had been my efforts to start the service. Seeing it end in such a way was a hard thing for me. And I felt for some time, I felt like I had failed. Sometime after service had ended, that I found myself at one of my required ordination retreats. I gathered with the other individuals who were going through ordination. And one evening after we'd completed our scheduled items for the day, we were just gathered in the common area. We were talking about ministry, talking about life, talking about whatever came about. And at some point I was lamenting my failed service, sharing my disappointment with how things had ended up. During that conversation, one of my colleagues asked a very simple question. They asked, "Yes, but did you learn from it?" After reflection, I realized that yes, I had learned from the experience. I could celebrate the positives that had happened. I could identify the negatives, the things that didn't work. There were things I had learned, things that had helped me understand and grow. And then my colleague asked me one more question that really helped finally put an end to my whole failure mentality. They asked me, "Are you going to quit ministry, quit serving God, quit helping others because of this experience?" I didn't have to think long to answer that one because the answer was, of course not. Of course, I'm not going to quit. Right on cue, the wise pastor that they are, they handed me their Bible that they'd opened to Proverbs. It was Proverbs chapter 24, verse 16. And it reads, "For though they fall 7 times, they will rise again. But the wicked are overthrown by calamity." I'm still to this day thankful for the wise words of a colleague and a friend. And I am thankful for the experience of leading the Sunday night gathering, for all the people who supported and participated in the ministry, the work that was done for the time that we met. Here today, I want to offer an encouraging word to anyone who has seen a ministry, a service, a mission they've been a part of, a small group, something that has not turned out the way that they had hoped, they had planned, the way they had envisioned. We're all trying new things right now. New ways to be in ministry, new ways to be in fellowship, new ways to be the church, new ways to love one another and reach those who are not a part of our church, reach those who are in need of knowing the love of Christ. And if some of those efforts they don't work out, know that okay. Time to reflect on what worked, reflect on what didn't. Don't stop trying. Make sure you get up, make sure you try again. Thank you to those who have and continue to support me as I get up and try again. Thank you to those who look to lift and build up others so that we can continue forward. We can continue to be the church. We can continue to make disciples of Jesus Christ, transformation of the world. Till next time, stay safe. Take care. God bless.